Have you ever pondered how one civilization could claim entire continents as their own, disregarding the indigenous peoples that had lived there for centuries? This is the perplexing legacy of the Doctrine of Discovery. In the 15th century, a series of papal bulls, documents issued by the Pope, set the stage for European exploration and colonization. These documents, collectively referred to as the Doctrine of Discovery, granted Catholic nations the right to claim lands they discovered and convert the indigenous peoples to Christianity. The first of these, the Dum Diversas, issued in 1452 by Pope Nicholas V, authorized the Portuguese to conquer Saracens and pagans and consign them to perpetual servitude. Only a year later, the Romanus Pontifex gave Portugal the right to invade, search out, capture, vanquish, and subdue all non-Christians. Fast forward to 1493. Pope Alexander VI issued the Inter Terra, granting Spain rights similar to those previously given to Portugal. This papal bull essentially drew a line down the middle of the Atlantic, giving Spain the right to conquer new lands to the west, while Portugal had the east. The Doctrine of Discovery provided the legal and moral justification for the European colonization of the Americas and the African slave trade. It dehumanized indigenous peoples, viewing them as heathens, pagans, and infidels. It ingrained the belief that Europeans had a God-given right to conquer and civilize these new worlds. But the Doctrine of Discovery was not just a relic of the past. It continues to shape the world today. It's embedded in the legal frameworks of colonized countries, influencing land rights and indigenous sovereignty. In the United States, for instance, the Supreme Court's 1823 decision in Johnson v. McIntosh held that private citizens could not purchase lands from Native Americans. Only the federal government could, based on the Doctrine of Discovery. To summarize, the Doctrine of Discovery was a series of 15th century papal bulls that gave Catholic nations the right to claim newly discovered lands and convert indigenous peoples. It provided the justification for European colonization and the African slave trade. It dehumanized indigenous peoples and ingrained the belief of a God-given right to conquer. And it continues to shape the world today, influencing land rights and indigenous sovereignty. A journey into the Doctrine of Discovery is a journey into the shadowy recesses of history, where morality and justice are often obscured by ambition and doctrine. It's a reminder of the power of belief and the written word, and how they can shape the world, for better or worse.